I've got something that I want to give away to one of you. It's a box. Hi everyone. Oh, I wish we had better weather out here. Look at this. It's raining. Not heavy. But we went for our morning walk today and got really wet. Had to come running back here. So I was gonna get up under the truck and do an oil change today, but I'm not climbing down there in the wet. There's no reason for it. And we're gonna go through the oil change this year step by step. I'm gonna show you all something that I do now. So I don't know what we're gonna do today. Let's get the garage opened up. See what we can figure out. Keep us busy. Whoa! Holy smokes, that's a big box. Do you see this? So some of you very keen-eyed have been asking, where's the gas? Hey! Shh! Come on, hush up! What are you huffing and puffing about? Thank you. Oh, what a nice morning. It's a big day today. Yeah, it's a big day. Today's the last day with the gas. I know. He's upset. Oh, you big stretches. It's 8:30 a.m. Just in here having my coffee. And I just got a phone call from a gentleman that's coming down here to buy the gas from us. I've decided that the gas isn't the right bike for me. Couple of reasons why I've decided to move away from it. The bike doesn't have a good feel. The handlebars are the wrong width. Now they can be replaced. It feels fat to me, and it feels, even though it's not, it feels heavy. And it's just something about the weight distribution, my body size, it doesn't feel good. The main reason that I've decided to pass the bike on is because of the cost. You know, I don't ride every day. Sometimes I don't ride for a week or 2 weeks. And to have a bike that's such a high-end bike just sitting here, every day I see that thing, it makes me feel bad. I feel like I made a bad decision, and that is what the main reason is. If I had a bike that was way less expensive, like my last bike or the Kawasaki I had before that, you know, they were bikes I bought outright. They were not expensive bikes, and to have them sitting unused didn't bother me. Having this bike sitting unused is really bothering me, and that's not something that I anticipated. Are you sad? Don't be sad, buddy. There'll be another one in our future. Bye, gas. If you're a motorcycle owner, especially like a dual sport rider, always looking for the one that fits your needs the best. Trying to find what I call the unicorn bike, you know, the bike that does it all. You know, that bike, unfortunately, doesn't exist. All right, let's give this a look here. I'm sorry, you can't see. there's the front wheel. All right, so let me get the rest of the cardboard off of here and we'll take a better look at it. Yeah, so there's the LED headlight. All right, I took off this is the number plate that comes on it. And we're gonna replace it. So this is the headlight. It's got the turn signals attached. Gotta have our headlight if we're gonna do street riding. And there's a protective cover on these stickers that will peel off. I think I'll let Dalen do that, because that's fun. The handlebars unpacked. See what we got. It's got a nice crossbar pad on there. We ran out of battery on the other camera, so I've got y'all over here now.
Oh boy.
Oh, hello. What's your problem, brother? Good morning, sweetheart. You look very pretty this morning.
Thank you. I tried.
Hi, Blue Blue. What is it called? I was laying cable.
What?
Laying cable. That's.
Never heard of that in my life.
This is the battery. Is it lead acid or lithium?
Lithium.
Honey.
I don't know the difference.
Lithiums are light.
Oh, okay.
Lead acid, heavy. So this is a lead acid
No.
battery for
Oh.
sure.
And not have to.
Huge.
What size is it?
I don't know.
It's,
2.5 feet. 21 inches?
21 inches. That's
I was
standard
close.
standard dirt bike motorcycle tire size. What size is the rear?
13.
18. So there's two different rear tire sizes. There's 18 for dirt bikes, 18 or 19. 18 is typically off-road,
Left,
19 is motocross.
please leave it alone.
Left. Leave your grandma's stuff alone.
Can you get a trash bag and
I'll get it.
put all of this stuff in
Yeah.
it?
You see how we're getting a new grocery store?
Where?
I forget.
Next to the UPS store, in that corner.
Oh, where Home
Michael's
Goods was.
used to be. No, no, up at the other end.
You know, there's Petco,
In the plaza was like Marshall's?
where Pandora bread used to be.
Pandora.
What is it?
Panera.
Pandemic bread?
Pandora bread.
Damn, I feel like over the years I should have collected some of those.
Right.
That size anyways, you know? I don't know if we're going to be able to do it.
Why not?
Because it's heavy. It's heavy.
How heavy?
It weighs 253 pounds,
That's
and I'm
light.
just one guy, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do it, but I'll try.
Alright, if you can't do it, I can do it.
No, you
Yes, I can. I've been going to the gym. I swear.
probably two of us together.
Right. And then Lefty can put that underneath
Can you do it?
Yeah.
Got it?
Yep.
All right. Okay. All right. You got it.
it. What's that cracking?
It's just the
It's
wood.
that,
Oh, okay.
that board thing down, whatever it is.
Is
Psych!
Looks
It's on
like
it
a
good
board.
enough?
Yes.
Is that like
it's
centered?
perfect.
Okay, it's fine.
Thank you. All right.
We did it!
Okay.
Superstar.
I told you I was strong.
So that's a great example of overthinking something,
Right.
right?
Because that was your idea in the first place.
It
And you
was.
kept overthinking it.
And I was boning myself.
Yeah.
Stay with me a minute and keep the bike from falling off of there. That's all. I got to glove up for this.
I thought that was the plastic cracking. I got
Oh.
scared.
You were concerned?
I was concerned.
No. It was a little off-putting.
The sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no.
You should get some rubber gloves, because I don't want you to get grease on you. Right there. Make sure you get a left and a right.
What? I'm like, wait, what?
They're all the
You
same!
confused me.
Yeah, point the camera this way a little bit. If you loosen that.
How? This little turn thing?
No. Under the camera.
This?
Other side. No.
This.
Up a little. That knob. Loosen that. Now that handle you were trying to go. There you go. Okay. So right here, these fork bolts that pinch onto the axle, there's 2 here and 2 here. One of them is missing. And as soon as I saw that, I panicked that it was broken off inside the lower fork, but I looked in there and it's not, thankfully. So we're missing a bolt there. So honey, first thing we got to do is clean these. We're just going to clean them out. There's probably not much in there, but we want them to be nice and clean, inside especially. So we're just, we're going to install the front axle and install the front tire. So we're just cleaning up these parts. Now they need to be greased. So they just get like a light coating of grease. These inside them, okay? And then also on the outside. And they don't need a lot, just a little like skim coat. Yep, start with that. Wipe it all around inside. There you go. You can feel how it's getting a little coating, right?
Yeah. On the outside of this one too?
Yes. The grease stays inside, and then these seals keep the grease and they keep the dirt from getting in there. So your axle stays nice and lubricated. But you don't want to get dirt in there because sand and grease mixed together is really abrasive. So now, which way does it go on? This way or this way?
That way.
Huh? Like
That
this?
Yes.
Think about it. What's the difference between this side and this side?
That thing on the end.
Yeah, so what does that do? What
Catches it if it falls.
What is it?
A protector. Let me see.
I'm talking about this here, folks. What is it?
Well, there's one right here.
Yeah.
So it attaches, so I'm guessing it would go that way.
Pardon?
This way. This attaches to that?
Yes. That's the brake rotor, and that's the brake caliper. So this is spinning with the wheel, and when you squeeze the brake lever, that caliper goes, and it pinches. There's some grease on that brake rotor. Do you think it's good to have grease on your brake rotor?
No!
Right. So we're gonna wipe that down with
Brackline.
Brake Clean. Brake Clean. I don't know why.
Why is there a thing over the A?
That's CRC. So Brake Clean was made specifically for cleaning brakes, because even fingerprints can
Have oils in them.
Exactly. It's a big problem. So I just happen to have some Brake Clean.
What is that? Brackline.
Bracklin. There we go. There we go. Now I got brakes. He's helping. Oh, he got good kisses. I saw him. He was just licking.
That is way too
He
big.
was just licking his behind.
I'm gonna say this one.
No, he went too far. Left.
Look at that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You got one. Come around here. take those screws out, those bolts out. Yeah. And then you're going to put that black plastic rotor cover on and put the bolts back in. Those holes don't have a starter, like a wedge to them, so it has to be perfectly straight. Yeah, usually like on a thing like this, you get the first one in and then the rest of them are easier because the thing starts lining up for you. Make sense? Now it looks like a motorcycle.
Right.
That's a sharp looking bike,
Yeah, it is.
isn't it? So how many times did I just stand here and say that's a sharp looking bike?
I think I counted 9 times. I agree.
Sorry, it's a sharp looking bike. We finally, it's all together now. We got the front tire on, and so this is the first time I'm seeing it whole. So now the last thing to do is what?
Derobe it.
Derobe it. Woo! Da 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 da. Oh, it's softer than the last bike
It's
as
sharp.
far as the foam. Yeah, that really grips your butt. These are sharp little.
Yeah.
It's a gripper seat, it's called, so it grips you.
Yeah.
So you don't slide back and forth. So all of these stickers have a protective cover on them. So let's get these peeled off, honey.
Oh.
Look at how she figures stuff out. I'm so proud of her. Okay. Hit it. Oh, life is so good. They're so shiny and smooth. You see all the scuffing scratches were in the protective cover, so these look really good. Ooh.
Oh, they scammed me.
Scam. Nice. So you ready to order one for you? They have a
kill
they have a
myself.
version of this with smaller tires that you'd be able to fit on, I bet you. No?
I have PTSD. Do they know what happened to me?
From the KX syndrome? Tell them what happened. Huh?
I was riding. What kind was it?
It was a KX65.
KX65. It was too big for me.
Had you ever ridden a shift bike before?
Nope. Never in my life.
So
I
Dad
don't know why.
buys you a straight up motocross racing bike,
And I just jumped on it.
and you
not
jumped
even
on and
thinking.
took off.
Took off. Huge field. Somehow managed to run into the one fence that's back there.
The neighbors.
Ran through it. The whole gate of the fence blew off.
I still don't understand how that happened.
I don't know.
The
cut my hands
chain
up.
link fence gate
Yeah.
dismounted and flew like 15 feet.
Yeah.
And you were a little bit cryy, I think, if I
For
remember
sure.
right. Yeah.
It didn't hurt as much. I was
No,
just like
you were
shaking
scared.
up. Yeah.
And the woman that lived there, actually, she was a nurse.
Yeah.
And she came out. And you were fine.
Yeah.
You weren't injured or anything.
I do have a scar.
No, you don't.
Yeah, right there. Swear to God.
I see nothing.
You don't see that?
No. From that incident?
Yes.
I don't remember that you got hurt at all.
Yeah, you see that? Like
Yeah,
where my
I do.
skin's a little, yeah.
Huh. I'm sorry. And
Yeah,
you never
so-
rode that bike again?
Nope, I don't think I've been on a motorcycle since.
Yeah, I got you the 140. You went like 20 feet
Right.
because it was wet, and then I sold it.
Yeah, I have PTSD. I'll stick to like go-karts,
So
four-wheelers.
you need one that you can put both feet flat on the ground.
That's the main
That's a big
thing.
part of
That's
it.
the main
Yeah.
thing. I don't feel safe if
Yeah.
I'm only like on my tippy toes.
Yeah, so we'd have to buy like a young children's motorcycle for you. Bam!
There's blue hair on it. Is there a sticker on this?
I believe there should be one on everything. I was just gonna say, what if you start peeling and there's
Right.
no... Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there should be one on all of them.
Nice.
Oh, this is glory time. I'm gonna sleep out here in the garage tonight. Okay, so we're up to the front end now. Up here. You got the, what? That made a good little noise. Squeaker. Yeah, be careful on this one. Don't bone me. Very cool. I think there's more. Sweet.
What is that? Oh, it's not pretty.
Fuzzies?
Yeah.
It's fuzzy season here in western New York. Cottonwood trees. Oh yeah, this was a separate piece. That's
Yeah.
why, on this side. Alright, so this is the bummer right here. This one. See, it's not as bad once that's peeled off. They scam you
It's
again?
just one big piece, yeah.
That's not so
Ignore
bad.
that, ignore that.
Yep, that comes off. It's got one on each fork. Yeah, rub that in there. I think that's more of a static, clingy type. But I don't think it's really super adhesive.
Yeah, there's some fuzzies on there.
All right. Nice. Good audio.
Yeah!
Got one on this side now. Enduro X series. It's like big boy bikes.
Oh.
Fail.
It's this thingy.
Now let's see the mind go into action here. The problem solving. Could end in tears.
Literally.
Don't break anything.
What can I break?
I don't know. Just didn't like the amount of force you were putting on that.
Well, why would they... Why would they put it so this thing is hitting it?
Score!
There's ones back here too.
What else?
This one on the side. Is there one over there?
You
On
already
the bottom?
Oh, good question.
These?
I don't know.
Or did we already do it?
No, we didn't do them. But is there one?
Oh yeah, there is.
There you go. Sorry, I started it for you. That is gosh dang glorious right there is what that is. That is glorious.
Beautiful. I don't know, just part of the frame.
No.
Oh, secret one.
Oh, nice. On the rear shock.
I think that's it.
I think that's it. I think you got it all, honey. Thank you. I can't wait to get it outside so we can actually see it all in its glory.
Yeah,
Because that's a sharp looking bike.
that's number 10.
I had to install the battery. You know, the battery doesn't come in the bike. They ship it in the crate. So let's put, I've got the key up here. Let's turn it on and see what happens. Oh, well, we've got power, which is a great sign. I'm not expecting there to be any problems. I just wanted to make sure, because I don't want to call it manhandling, but I was moving this stuff around quite a bit to be able to tuck it all in there nicely, and I'm hoping I did a good job. It's just the mailman, okay? The air filter needs to be lubricated. So this is dry. They did not oil this filter, which I would expect. They don't want to ship these things. You know, this would be expelling oil gases. You know, this is about as easy as they get. So this is identical to my old KTM, and it's the best system. This pin has a locating hole up in there, so you locate that, and then you pull this little tab down to catch this pin, and it's in there. And this is like a basket this foam filter is put on. I'm going to throw some grease around this here so it seals up good. So I've got some PJ1 foam filter oil treatment spray. So I'll take this out in the yard and just spray a thin coat over top of this. Alright, now I'm going to put a bead of grease around this contact point. It's just a good way to help seal up where the filter is pressed up against the plastic of the airbox. There we go. She's in there. You just line up these couple of So I've got all my paperwork, I've got my insurance, I filled everything out, so it should just be like a 5-minute in and out. You can set up an appointment online on the website, which is what I did yesterday, and we have an appointment at 11:40. If all goes well, we come back and this is now street registered. So everybody wish me luck. Just put gas in it. This is going to be the first start. Key on. I hear noises. Turn the headlights off. Yeah, it came with an insert. It stops the exhaust and puts it through these holes and then out the tailpipe. You know, one of my thoughts behind not having the two-stroke anymore was about the noise. If you remember, I talked about that. But they weren't loud. That's loud. You know, but the two different bikes, the two-stroke and four-stroke, they have a totally different sound to them. And I told you, when guys were test riding the gas and went off in the distance, it was not loud at all. So when people told me that, when I would ask them, and you know, people that were camped near us, I'd ask them if it was loud, annoying, and they're like, no, it's not. And I always wondered if they were just being polite, but it wasn't. It wasn't loud. This one, it's got that real boomy sound to it. Let's try putting this in. But boy, did that thing fire up quick or what? Holy smokes. Fuel injected. So this is a simple install. It's just got a pinch bolt. That was pretty easy. Let's see what she sounds like now. Yeah, that sounds better. I like that better. Let's give it a once over. Make sure it's not leaking anywhere. I don't see anything. I like it better with that baffle. What do you think? We'll have to get it out and put the camera like so it's getting a real good whisper from the exhaust note, and then we can decide which we like. I think it's got a little bit of a mellower sound with that baffle in there. I think I'm going to leave it in. Now there was a little bit of gas in the bottom of the gas tank, so they must run these things before they send them out, because there was when I took the cap off, I could smell it, and then I got my light and looked down, and down at the bottom I saw liquid, and it was, definitely smelled like gas. So this is the first bike I've had that has the PDS non-linkage suspension. The shock on a linkage bike mounts down here, and there's a series of links. This is a direct mount right to the swing arm. This is the first bike I've had, so it goes from the swing arm right up to the frame right there. So it's supposed to be a cushier ride. Each type has pros and cons, just like everything. So we'll see how we like it. All right, that was the first run. You guys are blinking battery, so I'm gonna have to stop you right here. We are removing the front and rear wheels from the bike because I've got new tires to put on. I got on the bike and went for a couple rides around the neighborhood, and I immediately came to realize that these tires are not going to work at all for the road. They're dirt tires, so they're not really made for road riding. And I've gotten by in the past. They're brand new tires. What am I going to do with them once I take them off? They're just going to sit. So my thought was, well, I'll just drive them till they get worn, and then I'll replace them. Well, they're way too bumpy on the road. And as soon as I got on the road with this, I had a flashback to my last GPX moto bike that did the same thing. It was very bumpy on the road because it had the identical tires as this bike does. So it's not surprising to me that it wasn't comfortable. I mean, it was so bumpy that it's not rideable. It's not safely rideable. It's very uncomfortable and it's not safe. So I've got some new tires that are dual sport tires. So they're designed for the dirt and the road. And I'm getting them swapped over tomorrow. I haven't changed a motorcycle tire. I was trying to remember the last one I did, and I remembered which bike it was. And I think it was 35 years ago was the last time I changed a tire by myself, with the levers and everything. I don't have the wheel levers anymore. So I've got, there's a guy here locally that will come and change your tires, balance them. He'll actually take them off the bike and put them back on if you want. But I'm doing that myself because I want to get the axles lubed up, get the chain adjusted in right, and I'm going to work on the steering head of the bike too while I have the front wheel off. So he's coming, he's going to change over to the new tires, balance them for me, and then hand them back to me, which is great. So I'm just pulling off the rear first. I loosened up the axle, got to take the chain off. Should come right off. There we go. Okay. The axle then the 4 pinch bolts, 10 millimeter. Remember, loosen them a little at a time. There we go. Now we can spin off this axle bolt. Pull the axle from the side over here. Yeah, just trying to keep things from getting greasy. Call me crazy. It's a dirt bike, for Christ's sake, David. Okay, there we go. Just want to make sure the bike is stable up on the stand. You know, we've upset the weight distribution, but it feels good. That's not going anywhere. Okay, these are off and waiting for tomorrow. Stuck a little paper inside of them just to keep excessive airborne dust from inside. And the new tires are in here. Well, I just had the gentleman come and change these tires for me. Really nice guy named Shane. He was in and out of here in about 30 minutes. I said, at this rate you can do 100 a day. So good for him, man. I'm gonna make sure I leave him some positive feedback on Facebook. Okay, we were successful at the DMV. We are fully licensed, registered, insured, street legal. And I was able to remove the little sticker here that says some things about off-road competition and such. I'm not going to go into any details. But it's fully, it's got a horn, blinkers, all the lights, everything you need, mirror, everything you need to be street legal, it has it. Okay, editor David jumping in here. I've got something that I want to give away to one of you. It's a box. You all know I've been using joying stereos in the truck, up in the cab of the rig. You know, looks like a tablet in my dashboard. I know a lot of you know what I'm talking about. So this is the joying unit that we took out of the rig last summer and upgraded. They sent us a new one last summer, and I didn't have the time to do the giveaway last year. We were like right down to the end of our stay here when I did that swap. But you know, I boxed everything up and I put it away, and you know, trying to get things cleaned up here this year. So I'd like to give this to one of you. Now I want to be clear. This thing is for someone that's a tinkerer, I'm gonna call it. It had a problem at one point. I'm trying to recall. There was a day when the screen went black. There's actually a sticker, when you pop the screen off, there's a sticker on the face of the unit that says, if you ever have like black screen, hit the reset button. You know, it's a reboot button. It's an Android device. And I just can't remember, is that what I did to resolve it? Now, it worked, you know, it's fully working when we took it out of the rig. And actually a couple days ago when I dug this out in the garage, I hooked it up to power because I needed to do a factory reset on it and get my accounts and everything off of it. So I did that, you know, it turned on and everything was fine, and I did a factory reset, so it's factory fresh right now. But I just wanted to be clear about that because, you know, it may last 20 years or it may last 20 days and have a problem. I can't remember the details exactly, but I just wanted to be clear about that up front. So I know there's a lot of you guys out there and gals that like to tinker around with stuff. If you have a vehicle that can accept a double DIN size head unit, that's what this is. Now you're going to have to get your own double DIN install kit. You know, it's like $10. that's the standard kit that you use to install a stereo into your dashboard. I had to do that in our rig. They're a simple kit to buy, a double DIN install kit. So this is, help me out here. Can you remember? I think it's 11.7 inch screen. Everything is in here. The screen, the head unit itself, the wiring harness. It's unused. The wiring harness has never been used, except for when I hooked it up to power the other day. And I just put the positive and negative on the battery post and vice gripped them on there for the couple minutes that I took to do the factory reset. So it's got the wiring harness. It's got everything you need. The antenna hookup. It's got a backup camera that comes with it if you want to plug in a backup camera. It's got the manual. Everything is in there. So I'm just going to do a really quick giveaway on this. If you want it, put the word joying, Joying, in your comment down below this video. And in 1 week, so today's the 23rd, so on June 30th, which is next Sunday, I will do the drawing and then I'll release the video telling y'all who the winner is. So you got to come back a week from now and watch the video to see if you won it. So again, you know, it might have a problem. I don't think it does, but I wanted to be really upfront about that and not disappoint somebody. So if you like to tinker and you got a double DIN size hole in your car, or you want to hook it up in your shop, you know, out in the garage to a 12 volt and run it out in the garage, you can do that. So put the word joying down in the comment of this video and come back in a week and I'll do the giveaway drawing and we'll see who takes this thing home. And thank you all for being here with us. We're about 2 weeks away from leaving New York. The truck is over getting the brakes done right now with Harry. All I've got is a couple of minor things to do once we get the truck back. We're getting down to the wire here, so I'm looking forward to getting out on the road and enjoying some summer heat, right? So nothing better than putting a challenge to yourself than to stay comfortable in summer heat living in a truck. We're going to see how that goes. I know it's going to work out okay. What are you doing? Are you coaxing me to hurry up with my coffee? Huh? Look what I got. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the folks. And my pretzels. Excuse me, bro. What's your deal? Huh? Hello. What? Huh? I didn't hear that. Hi. You having a good morning? Thanks everyone for being here with us. Everybody take care, be safe. We'll see you again really soon. We're going to go inside where it's dry. And can you tell? It's haircut time for David. Don't make fun of me. I almost picked up my trimmers and did it myself last night. I was looking in the mirror. Lefty talked me out of it. He doesn't want me to look shabby.